about somebody who thinks that they are super clever, thinks that they can get away with some thievery here. Ooh, that makes me think of Thievery Corporation. They're stealing and overly confident that no one's going to notice or that they're able to keep themselves out of trouble. Maybe because they are well connected. Maybe because they have some information on someone who's in charge, but we have some judication or justice happening for this person who has felt that they wouldn't get caught stealing your cookies from the cookie jar. So they're about to get caught red handed and experience some less than ideal consequences for what they've been getting into. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. And you can also, in the description box, find out how to get to my Etsy page if you would like a homemade soy candles. Better for you and better for the environment. I do feel like I need just a little bit more light. I hope I don't regret that. I might regret that. Hold on. I think I need to let that one chill for a little bit. Oh, that's super dark now. All right, we're going to light this one again. It's just better. I have favorites among my candles. Okay, you guys, don't judge me. Okay, has that settled down a little bit? We'll see. We'll see if we can handle this. Anyways, hello DFA. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. Hello, Witch King. Hello, Shed. How are you doing? All right, let's dive in. We're going to go with the Marigold Tarot to start us off today. What else do we have? Hello, Cedar Grove. Hello, Redbeard. Oh, there's definitely a good chance that she's still doing shots. Hello, Jocelyn. Doing so well, it should be illegal. I love that answer. What else do we have? Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands. Be careful what you wish for is coming through. Why do I feel like this is someone who has some level of fame? This is like, I've always been a thief, or I've always, kind of broken the rules, but now I'm like social media famous, right? And this person does something to put their information out for others to see. Maybe they're on a reality television show. Maybe they have a YouTube channel. But this is somebody who should have been like more private and they can't help themselves. So it's like if you steal $50,000 and then you go and buy, I don't even know if that could buy you a new car anymore. But people are like, how'd you get that car? This is somebody who doesn't have any chill. Like, if you steal a bunch of money, please be smart enough to know that you shouldn't go spend it frivolously because people are going to be like, hey, what'd you do? Where'd you get that money? This is a foolish thief. I said it, and I meant it. Hello, Nito. How are you doing? Hey, Yazar, that's kind of a strange question. It's a live chat, so feel free to say what you want. Just know that there are rules in the live chat, and it could end up being that you get bounced. So just respectful, that's all. Hello, Erin. How are you doing? I mean, that sounds pretty delicious, Erin. Topped with rooster sauce. Am I supposed to know what rooster sauce is? Will you explain? Hello, Hannah. Welcome back. Hello, Philemon? Is that how I'm supposed to say that? That's not how I would refer to myself. Hello, Melissa. Oh, then it might not be about you. It might be someone that you know. Is it sriracha? Okay. I heard that they can't get like the same color in the sriracha sauce anymore. Something with a vendor issue, which is kind of weird. All right, fair. I do like hot sauce. So we've got someone who was confident they'd be able to get away with what they were doing, but it's like one of those things where, you know, maybe if you steal $20 from the till, no one's gonna notice. But if you steal $20 from the till 5 days in a row, they're gonna notice and they're gonna start looking, right? This is someone who did too much or was too confident in sharing their exploits with other people. So even though they walked away with a lot of money, or even though they got what they wanted from this little adventure, it's like the aftermath that they really don't know what they're doing. It's super naive, right? Oh, I stole a famous painting, so why not like post on my social media the stolen painting? Look at how great it looks with the color. Oh, the painting it matches the whole theme. Like, no, homie, if you steal something that people can recognize, probably best to not post it on your social media. That's this level of oops that we're seeing here. They should have used all of their brain cells, all 7 of them, before making this decision. Yeah, they are a little bit. Hello, successful trillionaire. How are you doing? Um, you should see the 10 of Cups card in this tarot deck. It's interesting. We have the 3 of Swords in the reverse with the Hierophant in the reverse. There are rules, and sometimes rules within the areas you wouldn't expect them. So I think the easy one to go for would be like pirate rules, right? I think when you think of the word piracy or pirate, you generally think, oh, you're an outlaw. You probably break a lot of laws. You probably steal things all the time. But even they have a code, right? Even, I don't know, probably anybody who breaks the law, there's certain things, right? This is someone who should have known better. This is someone who did not read the manual on once you steal things, maybe don't brag about it, right? Yes, I agree. Hello, Rachel. How you doing? Tiana, did you see that Redbeard was curious if you're still taking shots? I'm glad to hear that, trillionaire. That's weird. I don't even know where to start on that one, Yasar. Was there a question in there? I don't. So you want someone to do everything for you because you're lazy? Yeah, I mean, I guess there's probably a club out there somewhere that you could join because there's definitely people out there that are lazy. But if your question inherent in that statement is whether or not I will be that person, categorically no. At zero chance, okay? Zero chance. In fact, I would encourage you to change your outlook. If your goal is how can I find someone that will do everything for me, my advice to you would be win the lottery, make some money. Yeah, I'm not gonna sign up for that if that's the question. The World in the reverse. Someone is about to see everything that they thought was going really well come crashing down because they decided to brag about whatever it is that they stole. Or, you know, hey, I stole enough money to finally buy that dream car or that dream boat. Czar, I hope that you find within yourself the strength to do things for yourself, or if you're a troll, to like leverage your energy towards pursuits that actually impact your life positively. But you ain't gonna find anybody in here who's gonna do all your work for you. So go elsewhere. Yeah, ain't happening. Oh, I saw. It was silly. Yes. Hello, Betty. How you doing? Tiana, did you see the look on my face? Thank you, Hannah. Let me add that for you. Love and career. I got you. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing? Hello, Eloise. Hello, loved kittens. If your channel is all about kittens, I'm super like a fan. I on Reddit have found the cat distribution system subreddit, and it's amazing. Just all these people are like, oh my god, the cat distribution center or system sent me this adorable kitten today. And it's just me being jealous the whole time. So let's see. We have the Sun and the King of Rings or King of Pentacles in the reverse. So their thievery or the missing money is found. So this could be someone didn't notice for a long time that something of value was missing, or that, you know, someone had stolen their credit card. Now it's found. Now we have someone investigating this. And it could all be because this person decided to post something about their winnings or about their purchases. Not wise. Three of Rings or Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Wands. And people are like, how did you buy that? Or how have you been able to afford that when we know that you don't have a job? That's weird. They don't have any receipts to demonstrate where this money actually came from. So they're going to have a real awkward interrogation where someone's trying to figure out like, yo, we think that you are the thief. What is your argument that you are not? Hello, Ray. Nah, we don't think you're a terror. Aaron, I'm dying to know if you've had some more flirting from the lady with the curtains. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. But also rar. What else? We have spectrals and meadow. Discernment, critical thinking, investigation, and insight. Meadow, number 42, completion, success, blessings, and positivity and gratitude. So I see that super expensive car in your driveway. What's going on? Weren't you the one talking about the lady across the way who seems to like flirt with you without words? You're good. This is someone who literally the investigation starts because they are bragging or they're showing off. And then we have the visionary card. Confident, self-assured, passionate, self-worth, and vivacious. They're just a little bit naive. This person feels like they can brag about these things or get all excited. And there won't be consequences or there won't be questions asked, you know, like, where did you come up with that money? Okay, then maybe there's another Aaron out there. My apologies. Hello, Ramazan. Is that the first comment that you had? This is the Thoth Tarot. Disappointment. So we have this thief realizing that their approach to this situation is not great. And they're kind of shocked when all of a sudden there is some investigation opened into their activities. Okay, I'm trying to think of who else was there. I think Lemonade was on the live chat. Maybe Redbeard? Yeah, okay, so Ramazan, you're gonna get deleted again. Are you literally in my live chat looking for like someone to do everything for you? That's not what my live chat is for. Hello, the OPP. How are you doing? Makes me think of a certain song. Strength. This is the investigator. Someone's like, nah, man, I got all the evidence I need that shows all of a sudden you got like 50 G's and there's no explanation for it. You haven't been working, you didn't sell anything. So, just kind of weird because we also have 50,000 go missing from the local Hardys. I'm just kidding. That's definitely not where it would be stolen from, but they're not able to explain where they got their money because they really did steal it. Knight of Wands. So they end up having a not so great conversation that I think lands them in jail. But I guess that's what you should expect if you stole a large sum of money and then like bragged about it online. Inadvisable. Hello, Indra. How are you doing? Well, I'm wishing for you a very happy flirtation, whether that be if you have an existing relationship or with somebody new. Boop, wishing it for you. It's true, Redbeard. It's all right. I'm doing well. Thank you, Indra. This is the Stained Glass Tarot. 4 of Wands in the reverse and the 8 of Wands. Isn't that beautiful? I love that card. Yeah, we know that you don't have the resources to make this kind of purchase, or we know that this is a suspicious deposit into your account. So, like, isn't there something about if you deposit like more than $10,000, at least in my country, that there's like an investigation on it? I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Thank you, Indra. Would you like me just to pull some random cards for you? Sell everything and then bribe a casino. That could work. So we have Temperance. I need you to tell me how this like makes sense. Temperance is like two things getting combined, right? Like a delicious cocktail that balances the flavors. And then we have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. We have this investigator saying, okay, make it make sense. Where did you get this information, or where did you get this money? Give me some receipts. But from where I'm sitting, it looks like you are the person who stole the money. We have the Fool and the King of Cups. I feel like this is someone who is rather naive, in part due to age. Look, you will never be as confident as a 16-year-old with $10,000, right? Sometimes that combination of like naivete and lots of money can produce a lot of craziness. I do feel like we have someone who's inexperienced or someone who's naive who thinks that they can just throw money around and nobody's going to ask them how that happened. Nobody's going to say, hey, like, where did you get this money from? It is somebody being a bit immature in their approach, and they get caught. Hello, friendy. Yes, I do. I'm a workaholic. But I also really love what I do, so I guess that's part of it. We have Ace of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Like, if my last job had asked me to work every day, I would have told them, like, are you high? I don't even want to be here 4 days a week. But this I can do every day and be very happy. Yes, isn't this amazing? I think this stained glass tarot is probably my new favorite. I didn't do justice to this one either. That's gorgeous. The truth is that there is someone here who cannot explain where the money came from, but it matches perfectly with a missing sum of money from a person connected to this King of Cups, this kind of immature person who has been flaunting their money. Judgment. Now, this is an important card because I'm always ready to judge whether or not they spelled the word correctly. And in this case, I'm sorry to say that they spelled it wrong. It is my personal mission to make sure everyone out there knows there's only one E in judgment, okay? So I'm judging them. But this is the justice coming through. Probably an investigator saying, look, I ain't stupid. 1 + 1 = 2. I think I know what you did. And even though you think you can lie about it or you have some little story, I'm not stupid. And I know that you actually stole that money. Isn't it the best? I love this one. Private bar. Judging harshly. Yes. We have the 3 of Swords. Betrayal. Stealing from someone they knew. This is like I stole from my parents, you know? But I didn't think that I would have any consequences for it. 8 of Swords in the reverse. They're not as smooth as they think they are. They're not, in fact, good at all at covering up their crime. So now they're going to be faced with kind of indisputable proof, right? We know that you took this money. So I think we have somebody who's going to jail. There's a card in here that's specifically called the Thief. I guess that's kind of what I'm looking for. But I think there's also something that connects the thief to the person that they stole from. So there could be not just I wanted this money, but I also wanted this person to not have what they have. Inventory management. This character's juggling skill stat is too low to handle this many items. It is recommended that you reevaluate your priorities and adjust what's on your plate as necessary before attempting to progress. There's kind of like some Robin Hood vibes here, except for it's not somebody who's giving to the poor. It's someone who took from a person that they felt had too much. You don't need all that money. You don't need a 3rd yacht. You don't need a 7th house. So I'm going to take that money off you. You don't need it. There's someone who felt justified in taking what they took because they felt it wouldn't even be noticed by this well-to-do person. Max stats. You've walked these halls. You know where every camp spot in this map is. You aren't new here and you are well versed in the ways. May the developers have mercy on the new school fledglings who join your lobby. Yeah, I think a young person stole from an old individual. I'm sorry to just put it that starkly, but I think we have someone who knows what they're doing and is probably very rich, very wealthy. And I don't think it's necessarily someone who works for them because we had someone being called out for not having a job. I think this is someone who was related to or somehow came into contact with a very wealthy person and said, I don't think you need all of that. And I do. So I'm going to take it. Only one other gets the good controller during co-op with player 1, and that's player 2. Their skills are evenly matched, but player 2 specializes in party support and being the ultimate backup. Player 1 and player 2 are divine partners. Okay, so the plot thickens. There was a friendship or a romance budding in this story somewhere. And I hope I'm not ruining anything for anyone. Okay, so there's this show on Amazon Prime with Dove Cameron. I think it was called 57, 56 days. And I'm not trying to ruin anything, but at one point there is a transfer of money. I think that was in a trailer, so I don't feel as bad. But pretending to be someone's romance or, let's get married at some point, but also you have a ton of money, you probably won't even notice it. So I'm just gonna boop, now it's mine. I think we have someone who tried to build a friendship or a relationship with a person to gain access. Save point. The wizard sits and reflects on a time when save points were few and far between. There are things to be learned from the difficulties of times past, and it is wise to stop and consider what knowledge to bring forward. Dialogue options. A good conversation is the result of good judgment. Being able to hold attention for both emotion and context leads to more positive outcomes for all involved. If you're facing a decision, you likely already know the best answer. Yeah. We had someone getting close or like getting buddy with someone, maybe even like the Tom Ripley movie, right? Just to get close to someone who had money. You don't need all that money, you won't miss it if I steal some. Right? Uh-oh. Did I miss saying hello to anyone? Hello, Sean. How are you doing? Thank you for liking and subscribing, by the way. Where are we at? 27 minutes. What else do we have? Thank you, Shed. I appreciate that. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Return to the scene of the crime. And the King of Swords. I think this is the person who is stolen from. And they realize that something is missing, but they don't want to believe that their partner or their new friend is capable of doing that. That person seemed to be, trustworthy, or, they make me laugh. Also kind of making me think of Tara Reid's character in The Big Lebowski with like the missing toe. Lacking information. Yeah, I think we have someone who asks for an investigation. Money is missing or something of value is missing. And they don't want to believe that it could be related to this King of Cups. Someone who's younger and vivacious, does not have to be a man. But this is someone who leveraged their looks or their charming personality to get close. Did we ever get an answer from Indra if Indra would like a few? Okay, he said, I can decide. I will pull a few cards for you then. Let's see what else we have. We go with the situations deck. Tell me more about the thief, please. Yes. What else? Ooh. Stop, you guys. That love affair card sure makes me think of Tara Reid. Because she wasn't she in a red bikini in that scene? She had red toenails. And then we have these receipts. So again, we are not going to get too fixated on the gender of this person's, like the thief could be a man or a woman, whatever, but like They specifically identified someone who had too much money, and I'm going to get close to them. And I'm going to find a way to take what I want. Divine masculine and projected future days, weeks. The problem is they were not very private or secretive on their plans. And they told people they were going to buy some new things or they were moving. They felt like they were protected, but they are not. I'm pretty sure this Ascension card is supposed to be in the reverse. Somebody who felt they were doing what they should when they really weren't. And there's somebody else involved. Somebody who may have tried to protect this King of Cups. Maybe even advise them, you need to be cautious because you're like flaunting all of this stuff that makes you look guilty. Lastly, the Cook's Tarot. What else do we have, please? What else do we have? Bikinis should be mandatory. Goodness. Hello, Heather. How are you doing? King of Wands. The King of Wands has his own little CVS receipt. You see that? Which is funny because we did actually get that receipts card. So I think we have someone that has maybe even insured something expensive that has gone missing. Someone who felt like they could trust the thief in their house or in their heart. But this thief has taken off, much like Tara Reid did. I think her name was Bunny in that movie, right? I don't know how you could take anyone serious with that name. I'm sorry. All right. 10 of Swords and Strength. Why does that look so weird? Yeah, I think there is someone who feels betrayed, but they really didn't want to admit that this individual was only in their life for like the financial benefits. Should I say that? Okay, I'm not going to use names. I don't even think I know names. There is, and I've already talked about this dude. There is this dude who is like a football coach and has been for a long time, and he has like the bowl cut. I'm sorry, he is not attractive. Maybe to some people he is, okay? But homie said that his like wife, who's like 40 years younger than him, fell in love with him for like his looks or his personality or something, and we're all like, honey, it's the money. It's the money that you have, okay? Let's just be honest about it. Now, are there people out there who are in relationships, like age gap relationships, where they're actually in love? Sure. Absolutely. But are they the majority of them? Probably not. This is someone who wanted to believe that they were being pursued or that someone was interested in them for them, but it was clearly about the money. Oh, yes, I love you. You're so great. No, 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 no. Your age difference doesn't bother me at all. But you did send me that money, right? You did pay my bills, right? Oh my gosh, why are we talking about hairy guys in bikinis? Wait, Redbeard, it's your birthday? Is it really, or are you lying? Happy birthday. I hope you have the best of birthdays ever. And also happy Cinco de Mayo. I do think I'm going to have to get some tacos today. All right. Yeah, let's switch over to those personal questions. What do we want? We'll use the Spellcasters Tarot, and we've got Hannah up first, and then Indra. Hello, William. How are you doing? Thank you for the tip. What will benefit me most going forward in my pursuit of passions and creative ideas? What a great question. I have a really good deck for that. I hope I remember. It's the Frida Kahlo one. Creative ideas. And do me and Hannah have a future together? I have added that. Thank you so much, William. All right, so what do we have for Hannah regarding love, please? William, just to clarify, there was a different Hannah in the live chat. Let's see. What do we have for Hannah regarding love, please? King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, World in the reverse, and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You have someone very attractive who is coming back around, who feels like you are the one that got away, and that there is unfinished business between the two of you. This person is delusional. Delulu. They expect that you are still thinking of them, and I don't think you're interested in this person at all. I think they're overestimating the attributes that they possess being like a priority for you. I don't think they understand what you're actually looking for. So this is you. You're the King of Swords because you are able to communicate what you want or don't want. And this is going to be a bit of a lesson for this King of Wands. In other words, this is someone who's getting a bit of a reality check, either because you're confirming that you're not interested or that you're good. And that's like, what? That, like, I'm so hot. I don't understand. You want more than what they have to offer. End of story. But they feel overly confident. Maybe their ego doesn't even fit in their car. So you're rejecting someone, or you have, that is overly confident. And this is someone who is finally learning a lesson because of their interactions with you, finally realizing that there are things they need to work on and that they are not like perfect, right? So I feel like you've gotten some good karma from this situation. You have the Emperor, the Two of Wands in the reverse, the Star, the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. There's someone else who comes into your sphere who you might I feel like you look up to this person. I feel there's a lot that they have to offer. They're an unexpected admirer of yours. I'm tempted to compare this to like a celebrity because of the star card, but this would be like, you know, whoever your celebrity crush is. Should I tell you all who my celebrity crush is? You're gonna judge me. I'm okay with you being judgmental of it. What is his name? Jason Statham. Celebrity crush. If Jason Statham were your celebrity crush and he was like, oh my gosh, Hannah, and he wasn't married, right? Oh my gosh, Hannah, I'm in love with you. It's really neat to be with you. You might be over here like, what? Why would you pick me? You're like famous and everything. Me? Little old me? There's this reaction that you have from somebody in your future having the hots for you. Like, oh, I didn't expect that. You're way awesomer than I think you're giving yourself credit for, you know? So please do not undervalue yourself. That King of Pentacles in the reverse is a departure from that King of Swords where you're like, I know my boundaries, I know what I deserve. But you got this person who is an emperor who you look up to, who is, I think, quite the catch. And they're like, heart eyes for you. And you're like, I don't understand why you like me so much. Because you're awesome. So I need you to focus a little bit the next couple of weeks on confidence, what builds confidence, and be around people who lift you up, because there's a risk here that you're going to miss out on an opportunity in love because you feel like someone's too good for you, and no, they're not. Y'all are a great little couple, but you need to see that value as commensurate with their value. Keanu Reeves. What? Melody, would you like to explain yourself? I'm curious what your comment means. If you're trying to be insulting, like, I ain't here for it. Hello, Russ. I appreciate your positive comments to William. Thank you for doing that. Did I say hello to Carrie? Hello, DFA. What's up? Third Eye has a crush on Christina Ricci. Oh my gosh, have you seen her in Yellow Jackets? So good. She's such a great actress. Yes, thank you. I'm not really sure. Melody, we're not here for the negative energy, so I don't care if you're yelling at me or someone else. Just like clean it up a little bit. Hello, Sayer. What's going on? Hey, what's up, Bumface? I hope you're having a delightful day. Dad and stepmom died. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's like romantic but sad at the same time, right? Let us ask. Died within 6 hours. That's wild. Did one go get the other? I have added that for you. Thank you, Bumface. It happens, Third Eye. Hello, Junior. What's up? So let me see what we've got for Hannah in career. What do we have for Hannah in career, please? Three of Swords, Empress in the reverse, the Tower, the Devil, Eight of Swords in the reverse. There is a setback. There is a disappointment or a change that is unfair to you. And this is because somebody is choosing to, it's like they have two umbrellas in a storm and they put both over themselves instead of allowing you to use one of their umbrellas. So I feel like this is somebody who is selfish in a work situation, throwing you under the bus or not paying you what you're worth. Isn't that a cool card? This is the Seven of Cups. So there is a choice here that you are going to encounter, I believe, in June, maybe at the end of the month though. And you have this intuition that this is not a good idea. Is this somebody asking her to do something against the rules or the law? Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Hanged Man in the reverse. No, I think this is someone trying to blame you for something that they did. So what I need you to do is make sure that in the context of profession, career type stuff, documentation is super important for you over the next like 6 to 7 weeks. There's something here where someone that you thought you could trust is going to betray your trust and try to blame you so that they don't get fired, but you might. They want you to take the heat for something that they did wrong. So you need to document everything, including possibly sending like blind carbon copies to your own personal email, because this person's going to try to blame you for something that they did wrong. So you don't deserve that. Especially if there is something here with like industry regulations, right? They're going to try to make it seem like it was you, and it wasn't. So, sending you protective energy. Let us continue This is the Santa Muerte. Let's see what we have for Indra, please. I know, right? I don't know either, third eye. But I think it's really funny when someone comes into the live chat and tries to like start-ish and they leave. Whatever. Hello, Tom. How are you doing? Oh, sounds good, Kira. Apologies. I do pretty well at remembering people's names when they don't align with their username or align, but maybe not today because this is the third reading I've done in a row. My brain's a little frazzled and I probably need to eat some food. Indra, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. There's bad news around finances or your work. I feel like we've got someone who experiences a loss that could have been avoided. So this could be like a boss or the owner of the company, or if this is like the bank that you bank with, there's someone here where their mistake is able somehow to impact you. And you have the ability, Indra, to distance yourself from this entity before that happens. So if you know that there's someone who has not managed their money well, or if you know that your employer tends to mess up what they're supposed to pay you, watch these details very closely, and then if there's something you can do to change that, do that, because I do feel like your money is impacted by somebody else's mistake. Thank you, Dana. Will Brianna catch her husband cheating? I've added that for you. Thank you, Dana. I hope the cat is doing well. Hey, Lemonade. Yeah, they aren't doing those notifications very well. My bad. Well, not really my bad, but hopefully they fix it. So Indra, please do what you can to protect yourself financially. I do feel like this is an association that you can somehow change. Like, I don't want to bank here anymore. I'll go over here and then your money is safer. Or I caught this mistake on my paycheck and told them quickly enough that they were able to reverse it. But there is something here that is trying to mess with your money. And I feel like with a stern conversation, you're able to address this or like nip it in the bud. Yeah, but the important thing is you have to communicate about it. And we do have 2 7s coming through. So this could be on the 7th of the month or happening in July. But your supervision or attention to detail is going to be able to save you some heartache. It could even be just, double checking the receipt on your hotel stay or at a restaurant or at a bar or whether or not Uber charged too much. But you want to keep close eye on your finances. Let's see what we've got for William. We'll go with the Noisy Tarot. Hello, Yuri. That's funny. We've got for William, what will benefit me most going forward? Ooh, yeah, this is the one I said Frida Kahlo for. So the lovely Peggy, or Los Angeles Pixie, sent me these cards, and they are delightful. Advice on creative matters. But if you don't know who Frida Kahlo is, check her out because she's awesome. An artist from Mexico. All right, so what advice do we have for William? with regards to what will benefit William going forward in pursuit of passion and creative ideas. So here's the back of the card, because they're different for each of them, I think. Or there's maybe 12 different types. Find the unnamed wild colors in the garden of your heart. So I feel like you see things differently than others, or you have the ability to create something that others would not have conceived of. Here's the back of this one. Dress yourself with reverence, bow to the infinite within you, and radiate it. Continue to make love real through all you create. You have the Midas touch. So I do see success for you with regards to your creative ideas. It does seem to be really important that you focus on what sounds right to you, or what you feel is the right move. One of the things that I love about Frida Kahlo is that her art is weird. Her art is very personal. I don't feel like she created art to impress others. I think she felt a pressing need to express the pain and experiences that she had been through with that art. And so there is something here that is very personal that you were meant to bring into the world, that other people will be able to connect with, specifically because it is a little bit weird. So make sure that you are allowing that weirdness, right? You're so welcome, Indra. You're welcome, Yuri. Hello, Aveda. How are you doing? Black Naruka, please do not use all caps. But I certainly hope you are able to get into the healing industry. William, one more from the Frida deck. Here's the back of this one. You're a living work of art. You're always becoming your true self. So I feel like this is specifically saying, do not allow self-doubt to prevent you from sharing the unique visions that you have, William. And with regards to Hannah, does William have a future together with Hannah, please? I do see there being a reconciliation or reconnection, or an attempt to pursue something long term. We've got the Hierophant card, but I don't like that the Hierophant is bookended by the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. The timing of this relationship is really important. If it is rushed, there is someone who is harboring a secret. Is this Hannah? Yes. If things are rushed, there is a chance that Hannah approaches the relationship with you with a secret, or is not honest about the type of connection that, she wants. She's coming through as the King of Cups, but do you see that King of Cups is like kind of like side-eyeing, but like with concern? It feels to me like Hannah needs to have time to cut the cord with someone from Hannah's past. Could be forgiving someone in her family, could be an ex. But there is a vacancy of heart, where there is a struggle in connecting to others emotionally, that is as a result of someone else that she has dealt with. That needs to be addressed before the two of you can be in a relationship that is happy and healthy. So yes, I do feel like you have a future together, but timing is super important. You both need to have dealt with the issues in your past prior to connecting with each other, or the connection itself will be toxic. But I see, if you follow your intuition on that and allow for the right time to happen, then this appreciation for each other is elevated with that Four of Wands that often indicates marriage. All right, William, I'm wishing you abundance. It does seem like you have a lot to offer the world, so I hope you find the way that makes the most sense for that to happen. Let's see what we've got for Bumface. That's funny, Journal. Hello, Emilio. How are you doing? So we've got a question regarding Bumface's dad and stepmom who passed within 6 hours of each other. Did one go get the other? No. They did. It's like one waited for the other. So what I just saw in my mind, which is kind of silly, I used to work at the Mall of America in Minnesota, which is right by the airport. It's technically Bloomington, Minnesota, but I think most people think of it as Minneapolis or St. Paul. I used to work in the Mall of America and chuckle at how frequently you would find women perusing the store and men sitting out on the bench right outside the store waiting for them, or, you know, like standing outside the store, like, are you done yet? I feel like there's someone who is like, I don't feel like I can move, I can't leave until this experience is done for my partner. So there's more so a waiting. I don't want to rush this person. Maybe they still have things that they need to take care of on the, what is it called? Mortal plane. But with the moon in the reverse, it's like if I try to like motivate this person to leave too soon, that's selfish of me. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't want to go by myself, but I also don't want to ruin this person's experience. If there's more that needs to happen before they join me, then so be it, because I know that there's other people that have a connection to this person, and that connection is important. So there was something else that needed to happen, and it's funny that it's 6 hours. It could have just been something that needed to be said, right? But then I'll wait, and I don't think there was an immediate like moving over to the other side. It's like, I'll wait for you, even if it takes a long time. And it apparently didn't. But there was something here that happened in those 6 hours. So more so like patience. You don't have to go at the same time. But another 6 with the Lovers. There's very protective energy coming through. And you see we have the two that are lovers, but there's also this concern on his face for someone else. Is that you, Bumface? Can we just talk about how this supposed to be a baby Cupid, but we have Cleve? Is that really what's going on here? Bumface, if you're looking for your next tattoo, might I suggest there's protective energy. Like I need to say a prayer, or I need to, you know, do this, or I need to sign that, or I need to say something, and then departure. But very strong energy between these two, and protective energy towards another person that was still living and probably still is. So I hope that helps, Bunface. Appreciate you always. And let's see what we've got for Dina. We have, will Brianna catch her husband cheating? And thank you for liking. I really appreciate it. Like, don't do that. Don't take my recommendations for a tattoo. I feel like that would be discouraged. Not that I have bad tattoos. I've seen some bad tattoos out there. Yeah, but you should make your choices. So for Dana, will Brianna catch her husband cheating? Yes. Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands, Judgment. I feel like this is based on movement. So, where did you say you were going and where were you actually? Or, I saw this receipt and it proves that you were in the opposite, part of town from what you said. This is about movement, logistics. Where were you? And I can prove that you lied about where you were. Maybe even GPS on the phone or an air tag. Knight of Cups in the reverse and the Hierophant. Yeah, so there's a big argument coming up for these two, and also some sense of spying that happens once those suspicions are raised. But Brianna is also going to put on a smiley face and pretend that everything is fine while doing some additional reconnaissance or while like investigating the situation. So you may not know, or no one, it could be no one is told when she figures it out because she wants to like confirm before she talks to anyone about it. I also want to know about the black kitty. I hope the black cat is doing well for you, Dana. But I'm also super hungry, so I'm gonna have to sign off. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the delightful live chat. And I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.